Ask Me Anything sessions where for the next 20 minutes, I am answering your questions in real time. If you're joining me while we're on air, go ahead and drop your questions into the comments or chat box right now. And for joining us on the replay, feel free to leave some comments on this video. I'll save them and answer them in our next AMA live stream. This week, we had a lot of really great questions written in, so let's dive in and take a look. One of the biggest questions that I get asked is if there is a way to present a live screen while live streaming on places like Instagram, on TikTok, on Facebook, and on YouTube. So I actually have a video all about this where you can and cannot live stream, but the highlight reel of this is you can on YouTube and you can on Facebook through a third-party app like BeLive or like Melon from Streamlabs, and you can kind of on Instagram and you can kind of on TikTok. So on Instagram, you have the ability to screen share any photos or videos from your camera roll. So it's pre-recorded video or static images, and you are picture-in-picture with that. On TikTok, however, you can only use the green screen function with a little caveat. So with the green screen function, it basically puts a static image, it's only imagery, behind you, and your face is cut out and just kind of over top of it down toward the bottom. But there is some breaking news that is not necessarily good news for most of us. This is an extremely limited option availability to actually go through OBS. So some accounts, most of us don't have this, but some accounts in some places do in fact have the ability to grab their stream key and put it into something like OBS, or you can use Melon for this. My accounts don't have it. Most accounts don't have it right now, but some select users do have the ability to grab that stream key and actually broadcast through an OBS system where you can then screen share and have guests on and do all the really cool things. But most of us do not have access to that. Likewise, most of us do not have access to having more than one person on a live stream with you on TikTok directly through the native TikTok app. We're all still waiting for that. We're crossing our fingers. We're bothering them in every way possible to get this available to us. But right now, the only options for sharing on TikTok are through that green screen effect. Unfortunately, it is not super conducive to educating or entertaining or doing like all the things, but we work with what we have. And if you really do need to screen share, head on over to YouTube and to Facebook, and you can do that over there. Moving forward, we do what's going on with this? Ooh, it is not sending all the things to me. That's interesting. Let me put this one up. There we go. Oh, now it is. Okay, here we go. Slight glitch, all good. We got some great comments coming in this week. We did drop a video all about Adobe Premiere Rush, which is my favorite app for creating videos. It is a video editing program that allows you to do like all the really cool things, and vertical video and square video and horizontal video, picture in picture. You can put all the things. It's just, oh, so good. And so we had people jumping in saying, these are awesome tutorials. I'm really excited with all of your reels coming from them. You love how easy it is to edit videos these days. Thank you so much for sharing. Guys, thank you so much for checking out the video. I do appreciate it. And I hope that you do actually give Adobe Premiere Rush a try. I actually changed from iMovie over to Rush, and it has been just so revolutionary and so freeing because there's so many more options over there. So highly recommend if you haven't checked it out yet. And check out that video to show you behind the scenes on how to use it button for button right on screen to see if it's going to be a good fit for you. We had another question come in this week. And just let me clarify, there are no silly questions. Please ask away with those questions. I love to get those answered for you. And they wanted to know, how can I add a working subscribe button on my Adobe Rush program? I see the graphic, but how do I link it to my account to make it work when someone clicks it? And the answer to this is that when you are linking those subscribe buttons, those are through the platforms you're uploading to, because you cannot put in those clickable things on platforms like YouTube or Instagram or Facebook or literally anywhere where you're putting in videos through your video directly. That comes from the platform. So if you're watching me on YouTube right now, you know that there is a button on my screen in the lower right-hand corner that is a subscribe button. And I've added this through YouTube. So I actually had to go in and set it up in my account in YouTube to be there. I can set it for when it's going to pop up. It can be either the full video or it can be a slight delay so that it comes up 10 seconds in or something like that. And that is how they can click to subscribe. You cannot add that in your video. Also in YouTube, your end screens do allow you to have a subscribe button. It's the last like 20 seconds of your video, but that is not something that you can do inside of your video. So if you're designing your video, you can add in an image to show people they should subscribe. You can even add in the fun sounds, but that is not a clickable working link, and it's simply something that you cannot do inside of your videos when you are going to upload it to anywhere else. So go ahead and add the graphic to remind them to subscribe, and if you look through my videos, you're going to see I do that all the time, but I put it in the general area of the one that's already on the screen so that they can click it and subscribe to my channel from there. Great question. And that is one that we get asked a lot. So thank you so much for reaching out and dropping that this week. A Lively Perspective jumped in and said, I can't imagine cutting a video on mobile, but you make it seem possible. So we were talking about Adobe Premiere Rush and how I create my videos in Rush, which is both a phone app and a desktop app. The majority of my work, if it's like a bunch of clipping work, I do that on my desktop. I don't typically do that on my phone because it is a little bit harder using your thumbs to kind of get in there, but you absolutely can do it. I absolutely have done it before. And I typically use my mobile app more so to clip up things that I film inside of my phone and to just like trim endings and beginnings to my videos and then send them out to TikTok or Reels or wherever it happens to be. If it's more extensive work, if I'm doing a lot of detail work, I typically do that on my desktop just because it's easier to function if I have a mouse or an editing tablet to work with to kind of really get in there and do this properly. So you can go either way. You can travel and do things on the go. Totally awesome. And they give you tons of availability and possibilities inside of their cloud functions in Adobe Premiere Rush. If you've not checked out the video, I show you exactly how to do it on over there. A Lively Perspective, thanks so much for hanging out. Jordan jumped in this week and said, is there a way to record for more than 15 seconds? I even tried to record a video, upload it to Threads, and then transcribe the whole thing, but when I went to save it and post to my stories, it would only save 15 seconds of it. Yeah, if you are sending it directly from Threads over to Instagram stories, that is going to cut it off at that 15-second mark because stories are only 15 seconds long. So you will need to download that to your phone. Then you're going to need to take it over to the Instagram app and post it over there where it will clip it up appropriately for those stories or your IGTVs or your Reels or whatever it is you happen to be using it for. If you still struggle with it, if you still have trouble with that, I would strongly suggest that you are actually clipping up your videos into those shorter segments, transcribe those, then put them back together in post and then upload them again. That way it's not cutting anything off if there's some type of glitch with your system so that it is clipping it, unfortunately, shorter than you want it to be. Just splice those babies together and you'll be good to go. We had another great comment that said, fantastic. I love your content. You do a great job of making it all so clear and easy to grasp. Well, thank you, friends, so much for jumping in. We were talking all about Instagram Reels and how you can be using this inside of your business this week. And if you're joining me live, hello, I see you guys popping in. If you've got social media questions on Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, on Twitter, on TikTok, on Facebook, on YouTube, I think I said Facebook twice, not sure there. Any of the social media platforms, I'm happy to get those answered. And if y'all didn't see, TikTok just announced their awards for the end of 2020 this morning. Here's a new news flash. They just announced those. I'm super excited. I'm looking more into that today. But let me know if you are on TikTok and if you're excited for these awards. Terry jumped in and said, this is awesome. Had I reviewed it before my first hour-long live last night. So this was a video all about how to save your Instagram live streams with the comments, because we know that when you post this to your IGTV, it removes all those comments. And unfortunately, Terry did not watch this video beforehand and posted their video and lost all of those comments. They want to know, is there no way of retrieving those messages now? Are they lost forever? Unfortunately, once it is posted to IGTV, to your Instagram page, and it is not live any longer, you do lose access to all of those. It is a sad and unfortunate thing. And formerly, back in the day, when your live streams went to your Instagram stories-ish area, they would actually have it for 24 hours there, and you could grab those comments. They do not do that anymore because you have to send it directly to IGTV, which turns it into a video without those live functions in it. So once it's posted, it is too late. I do recommend you check out that video if you are someone who is live streaming on Instagram, because you will lose it after the fact. And there are a couple of really great ways that you can be taking advantage of saving those comments as they are coming in real time, so that you can repurpose this over on your other social media platforms. So if you haven't taken a look at that, now is the time. Trish jumped in and said, haven't used this feature yet, but I feel more comfortable with trying it now. Thank you for sharing. As we were talking all about Instagram Reels this week and how you can be using it button for button, now that there are brand new features inside of Reels and how you can take advantage of that to grow your business in a massive way in a very short amount of time. So if you haven't checked out Reels yet, now is the time, entrepreneurs. It is well worth it. Not quite as much organic reach as TikTok, and by that I mean nothing compared to TikTok, but yeah, you can do some really cool things on Instagram with it too. Emma jumped in and wanted to know, how do you end a live stream on TikTok? This is a very important question to make sure that you are ending your live streams. So once you are on TikTok, you have to have 1,000 followers to be able to live stream. If you have the 1,000 followers and you're over 18 and you're in good standing with the platform, you can then live stream. At the end of your live stream, you're going to look at the bottom right-hand corner, and there's going to be a couple of different buttons there. And within those buttons, you will see kind of a circle with a little line coming out of the top of it. That is your stop button. That will stop your live stream and give you your statistics from while you were on your live stream. And some people actually have the availability to then download their footage from TikTok so that you don't have to screen record it in another way to get those lives to repurpose them later on. But again, with TikTok, I don't know what they're doing, but they are not giving all the fun features to all the fun people. And most of us do not have that availability right now, but we have our fingers crossed that it is going to be coming up soon. If you're jumping in and you have social media questions, how to grow your TikTok account or your Instagram or whatever it happens to be, go ahead and drop those now. Anything that comes in after the end of today's live stream, I will be saving for an upcoming episode of our Ask Me Anything Hangout session. But we do have some more questions that we do want to get answered for you. So let's go ahead and dive in and wrap this up. We're excited that all of you are jumping in today. We had a great comment from Yes to Tech, who we always love to see on the page, and she says, such a great tutorial on how to use Instagram Reels, super helpful. Reels right now is really skyrocketing reach over on Instagram. If you're not taking advantage of them, you need to be. It is so incredibly helpful, and it is so good at growing your account. Reels right now are getting more views and more engagement than any other type of content on Instagram. And while it doesn't quite have the reach of TikTok, it is definitely something you should be investing your time into, especially because you are going to be able to kind of get your other content kicked out in your Reels or in your Instagram by using Reels. So it's very, very important to make sure you are paying attention to Reels and investing your time in there. And it's so easy to make. Reels are so time effective compared to really gorgeous pictures or really gorgeous videos or full IGTV videos, or even live streams that turn into IGTV videos. Reels are very, very, very quick and very good at getting engagement. All right, jumping in. Hey, the Heather says, I have always wanted to learn how to use this app. Do you ever have issues with the app crashing? So let's talk about Adobe Premiere Rush. With Rush, you do have the ability to go both mobile and desktop on this. You can use cloud so that you can sync your projects. So if you start on your desktop and then you have to go to the store and somebody else is driving and you want to work on it in the car, you can. Or if you're traveling and you're in the hotel and you don't have your laptop, you can work on it on your phone. You can do all the really cool, interesting things from your phone to your desktop, or you can start it over on your phone. So let's just say you are recording TikTok on your phone, you put it into Rush, you don't have to then import it to your computer to then work on it because it cloud transfers right over to your desktop. These can handle a lot. This is an Adobe program. Adobe knows that people work their programs hard. So I have never had any issues with the apps crashing either on my phone or on my desktop, Heather. This is definitely something I have put through its paces. I do a ton of video work daily. I do a ton of work inside of Adobe, and I've never had issues with Rush. So definitely give it a try. It is very good for all of your heavy lifting, and it's super easy to use, so you do not have to you do not have to, sorry, I was looking at comments. You do not have to worry about that crashing on you as you're working. Put it through its paces. Do your thing. We have a question coming in where people want to know how to grow their accounts. So when it comes to TikTok, it's really, really important that you are staying consistent. So here's how I grew my TikTok in 4 months. I monetized my TikTok in 4 months. I was making money. I am making money on my TikTok. I post between 3 to 7 times per day. I stay consistent with my niche, so I know exactly what I'm talking about, and I stay within that box. I make sure I am the go-to source for information and entertainment in that area. Both of my TikToks have very separate information that I'm giving out. One I'm teaching social media strategy on, one I'm talking about my books on, because you guys know I'm a fiction author. And so I am very, very, very consistent with what I do in terms of how much I'm posting, how often I'm posting, the times that I'm posting, making sure that I'm engaging with all comments left on my accounts. I'm making sure I'm engaging with other people on the platform. So I'm not just there to post stuff and run. I am engaging with other people. I'm leaving valuable comments with them. And then I am encouraging live streams. So because I can live stream, I do consistent live streams that build up a consistent following. My people always show up when I live stream. I have almost the same number of people, even if it's sometimes different people on my live streams. Every single time I go live, even if it's a surprise, these people show up. So consistency is key. Niching down is key. And with you specifically, I know you're doing a lot of like cosplay stuff. So I would definitely have a very consistent schedule for creating it, create the character you're doing and do like 10, 20 videos, having them ready to go, and then space them out a couple each day until you run through those and post every single day consistently in order to grow and then engage with other people as well. I do have videos on how to grow on TikTok here on the YouTube account. So if you have not checked those out yet, now is the time. And if you're joining me live and you still have questions, or if you're on a replay and you've got questions, you can go ahead and drop those for me in the comments. In fact, if you're here on my YouTube page and you're chatting with me in the chat right now, please also go and leave a comment, because comments are ranked differently than the chat box for YouTube and for all these videos here. So please leave some comment love too. And we will be taking your questions and saving those for our next live Ask Me Anything. I do appreciate each and every one of you being here. As always, you can grab the freebies, the helpful guide, the hashtag guides, all the good stuff over on my website. And I will see you in the next live Ask Me Anything as we continue to discuss how you can grow on Instagram, on TikTok, on YouTube, and all the fun, fabulous platforms to create a more profitable business through your smart social media marketing. Until next time, I hope you all have a great day and stay inspired. Bye, friends.